Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Road to League with the Wrexham. Today we're going to have the West Brom game and then the FA Cup replay, which will be at Arsenal in this one. And yeah, Rafael Leao bailed us out with that 91st minute goal to kind of get us through. I think we played Brighton between episodes, so we'll kind of go through that. So without further ado, let's get right into this one. I'm hyped. I'm ready. So, here was that Arsenal game last episode. We took on Brighton in between. That was a 2-0 win. We had Arda Gueye get a goal. And then Brennan Johnson had one in the 75th minute. I felt like we played pretty well. Canalita, that's not what I want to do. Canalita actually is coming back slowly from this injury. So, nothing crazy. With that, Cepeda had both assists in this one. And we just looked overall pretty decent in this one. So I felt pretty good with what we had. We put out Valente a little bit. We got him some time. So that was pretty nice to do. As for how it looked in the stat-wise, pretty even game for the most part. Besides our goals, we had 8 on target and 2 of them were goals. 5 off target. They had 5 off target. Possession kind of bounced around 50%. At the end of the day, we're about 10% less than Brighton, but we were just better on our shots, so that was pretty good. These passes completed are not the greatest compared to them. Only 85 against 91. Not a big factor in the grand scheme of things. When you look at it, that's we didn't actually pass the ball as many times. They passed it actually about 150 times more than we did. We had more tackles to one, so that was the biggest thing with us, and we had more headers won. So we kind of play it better in the air, and we play it better in the physical tackling portion. We just need to get our passing up. So, get back up to cam here. Nothing crazy going on right now. It is February, so I don't think we had any transfers that we haven't really seen. Just some ones like Overton going over to Lazio for this one. It's definitely not $1 million. We've already gotten that fee. This one, I thought he was already on loan to someone. Yeah, he's on loan to Porto. And Giovanelli joins us at the end of the season. So I think we're pretty good with that. Looking at the clauses, this is Richards. He is likely not to get any better. Actually, he might get better. So that's one thing. This is about 500K. We actually let him go for that. I don't think he's going to get much better than this. Did we take that 500K with that one? It is 30% off the next one. And I do not see him being sold for more. So the reality, let's sell the clause and get that 500K. That's probably the best bet with that one. Richards, not a big deal. I mean, it's 20% on his next transfer, and he was only out for 65. So this would actually be a big profit. They actually release him. We'll just resign him. So I think we're pretty good with that. Finances, we're pretty good as well. Our projection, while it says we're going to be at a loss, remember the end of season cash has not flown through yet. So there's that. And this is really just saying, as we go through the years, we're going to be 76 million under. I don't think that's going to be the fact. So I think if we get a top 7 finish in this, we'll be able to probably upgrade our stadium, I would say. Right now it's at 19,500. Wow, I'm trying to also think about what the board's upgrading it to. because they are expanding it. I think it's expanding to something like 25, so a good 6 to 7,000. So it'll be some more money in the grand scheme of things, but I think we'll push that up to the actual 29. So I do also have another question. Is there anyone that's actually built a new stadium right now? I'm going to look at this. I don't think there's anyone that has. I'll look through. It'll say Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is actually okay. West Ham. Does West Ham? I don't think West Ham stays at. Oh, they actually do play at London Stadium. It's just the name of it. Okay. Racecourse Ground, Arsenal. I thought Arsenal had a name. Yes, the Emirates Stadium. The Emirates Stadium. Did they move? No, that's the same capacity. Huh. When was this built? It looks like it was built in 2006. Huh. That's strange that it's not called the Emirates Stadium. For any of these... Anfield. Yeah, okay. So no one's actually done that. We'll have to see, because the biggest thing we want is still keep the name of Racecourse Ground. I'm not sure if I can edit those. So Connolly is going to be out for this one. Or actually, no, he's playing through a fractured arm. And so what we're going to be doing is getting him in and out at times. So not like big stuff, but we'll switch him in and out. Kukulia is out on, I think, the flu for a couple more days. Gullenbach still has that pulled ankle ligament for 2 to 9 days. Reynolds is out for 6 to 12 days for that groin strain. Matamalo is coming back, but I mean, we're not going to put him up in the lineup. And Caputo is still 5 weeks to 3 months out. So that is a long-term injury for him. Kind of unfortunate with that. Let's get some guys in general rehab, though, if we need to. Connolly doesn't really need the general rehab because it's only a lower arm fracture, but we'll be good. McAllister will be the one playing, and we'll get Connolly in probably towards the last 15 or 20 so minutes of the game. It's all good. Okay, so let's go forth, do good things. We're probably going to see Josef in here as well at some points and see what he can do. So let's submit the team. This is against West Brom. We'll see the table when we get into the game. Oh, we do have another possible substitution that we can put in. Just in case, let us put Levin Verde in. Kukulia come back and we'll have that, but we'll just put him here. Salvatore is learning that left back position, and I think that'll be fine for him to be there just because of the sole fact that his left foot is okay. It's not the greatest, but it'll work in this. On the flip side, we could put Aldo Rodriguez and flip this around, to be honest. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to flip that around. It's the same role, but the biggest thing is Rodriguez has both feet here, and he is competent at that left back position. So we'll just play him here, and it's all good. I don't think there's any partnership that we're messing with. I don't think so. I think we're good. Okay. Let us go forth and do good things. Now, I do want to say with this one, it is West Brom. I mean, they are in poor form. We aren't strong, but I mean, West Brom is still a mid-table team. They're still dangerous. We're up here at 57 points, tied on games with Man City, who's at 61. We're tied with Newcastle, and this is our game in hand. So if we can increase this up, we could possibly, I mean, we'll leapfrog Newcastle at this point with this game in hand. So our home form is important to us. It's all about scoring against a team like this. So West Brom is going with a 4-2-3-1. Nothing particularly scary. We have Zaire Emery out here. He's on Wrexham in 2030, so about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, we actually put him on the FC Lorient before he came back over to England. So we're kind of familiar with him. Not really familiar with anyone else here, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Just Fofana, I think we've seen Fofana a couple times. Yeah, he's 34, so we've seen him a couple times. Already bouncing around teams more than likely at this point at 34. Kind of means he's likely just moving around teams and taking contracts when he can. So, encourage the boys and let's do this. Arda, gonna go all the way back to Henderson. That's a smart play. Thiago to Rodriguez. Back to Carlos Alberto. McAllister plays it deep to Ender. That's a great ball. Ender crosses it. And Kellier, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not sure which one it is. Blocks that cross. I don't think that gets there anyway, just because of the defense. But there's Leao heading it back. McAllister up to Ender. He has some space and goes around the keeper, but looks like maybe the keeper got a little piece of it to stop it from rolling. That can be cleaned up by the defense. McLaughlin back, trying to play it over the top. It's going to be one. McAllister can't settle it. The greatest bit of play in the midfield, but will all work out just the same. Going over the top, there's Cepeda. Now it is a 3-on-2. Leao takes a shot, and that's a defender blocking that. We have some good crosses, some good play right now on the attack, and it's only 10 minutes in as well. Arda services in the middle, and that's going to be a keeper ball. Run extended highlights. Want to make sure we're on that. I want to see a couple goals today. Plus, since we're only going to have 2. We'll play, I think, the Arsenal game in full extended highlights. We might change over to key if it gets a little out of hand with West Brom, but another attack. Cepeda can't. Oh, he actually does some good ball work there. There's McAllister going up. Leao is on. The judge says he's online. Let's see what VAR says. The ref's actually going to say it's offside, so let's see if it is confirmed. It is confirmed. Rafael Leao is a bit offsides. Let's see it. That is a very, very, very close bit. Still some good play, though. Still some good play. Arda back to Selkirk. Salvatore moving it around here on the defensive line, trying to find a hole. McAllister to Arda, up to Ender. Ender trying to get through to Leao, and Musta makes a smart play and heads it back to the keeper. A very smart play. A quarter of the way through the game here. Since we're playing so well, let's go. Possession isn't massive. Okay, maybe it is with 60%. Take a look at that. I think that was 60% in our favor. Yeah, we're gonna push up and play a little bit more positive. Put some pressure on West Brom. If we can't get the counterattack going. There's Arda looking. Leao wants some space. It's gonna go to Cepeda instead. Going to Leao and header. Leao has actually scored off a couple of headers this season for us, and it's been a great bit of work by him in the midfield. Another chance for us here. Arda, Cepeda. Here we go. He wants to take the shot. Not a bad thought. It's just right at the keeper from that angle. Ender, back to Arda, back to Ender. Ender looking. As time's going to put out the Cepeda. He has Bradley on him. Good slide tackle. McAllister. McAllister's going to cross it in. Leao into the net. That time, Leao is between two defenders. There's no way he's offsides there. You cannot say the man is offsides. There is no way in hell it's onside. There we go. I mean, that's a good thought, trying to stall that, but McAllister is just right up there and able to just split that up to Leao. I mean, not sure what you're doing up there, but that's not going to win you games, that's for sure. I think we're good at getting our shots away right now. We got like 4 to 5 days between this and the FA Cup replay, so all of our starters are kind of going to be fit. So we're going to be looking at getting out Selkirk because he has a yellow card, but also because he's probably less conditioned, and Cepeda and Leao will likely come out. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's see how they do it with this one. If they end up getting a goal here, we'll take them both out. We'll put Ender up top. Okay, now that it's a corner, we're not going to do that. Because Selkirk has scored a couple of corners this year. I think 1 or 2. Iago tried to get there. That is a strong tackle. Okay, so let's take out, at this point, Okel. And let's put in Gabia. Put Ender all the way up top. Let's take him out. Let's put in Brahim Diaz. Can he only play center or striker? He can. Well, isn't that unfortunate? But Brahim Diaz can play both. Okay, so let's go like this, and then let's go Joseph. Let's get Joseph in there. Those are the subs we're going to make. They have no shots so far, but you know how Football Manager goes. The RNG. I mean, the AI can definitely put a goal in just with off 1 or 2 shots in an entire game. Oh, come on, Thiago. That has to be better. Mikayaki misses it. Completely wide. That's their first shot. I'm going to praise the boys. Musa going up top. Okay, there we go. Good ball. Out to Brahim. He has some space. He's going to take it down the line and cross it. Going to Ender. Back post, and that's easy. It looked like that was an actual pass attempt to Bursovic, and I'm all for it. Salvatore has to settle that. Giving it back to Isaac is, I mean, there's no reason to do that. Shrewsbury Hall. That's going to be blocked by Arda. That is probably a goal if it's not blocked. That could have been bad. Wiper. Header right to Henderson. It's kind of a weak header, but a header on the same. Or nonetheless. Either or. It works. Okay, Arda. Up. Going back post. McAllister's not going to win it. A counterattack here by West Brom. Salvatore is there. Now counterattack by us. We're not going to get it up fast enough. Ooh, that's a good bit to find the free man. That is not a good bit by Diaz, though. He's onside. Salvatore is playing a bit close to the chest right now. Can he play all the way back. He's not going to tackle very well. But that's okay. Let's get him to be the attacking. We're going to put Giovanelli up top. And our last one is going to be... should be Montanez, to be honest. McAllister can block. So let's get McAllister here. Let's get Diaz to be a box-to-box. We'll get Montanez out to the left. That's how we'll kind of play it here. That's our 5 subs. Can Giovanelli play on the... he can play on the left side. Montanez can't really play on the right. Switch this around, though. It's okay. Ender can score goals for us. We know that. And Giovanelli has scored on the wing. We just need to get his conditioning up. Or his, yeah, his conditioning. Giovanelli. Thiago's going to head it. And that's going right to Zaire Emery. We're going to put pressure to force him to play the long ball. And we're not winning those headers. Oh, God. That does not bode well. Ender, I need you to come through for us. Why are we doing that back here? Box to box. Why McAllister just be a defensive mid? Not holding, just defensive mid on support. Let's push. We will do that. Push everyone up. Like I said, West Brom's only going to take 3 shots. They're going to score a goal. They got 5 shots. Raheem is just not up to pace right now. Bad passes. We really needed to win this game. Catch up to Man City at any point. I'm going to berate the team. This is just bad football. They got us on our back right now. There's no reason that should be there, Salvatore. Jeez. This is just bad. Come on. Okay, that's it. Leao's not coming off the field at all. It's just not happening. And Salvatore doesn't even try for that ball in the air. Bro, what is going on here? Is anyone going to do anything here? Montanez is the only one. It's an attacking mid that's up here having to play defense. Raheem, what are you doing? Okay. I'm going to tell he looks terrible. Raheem just looks absolutely terrible. Should have missed that match. Where is he? Where's Brahim? Well below average. We should have won that game. Leao's not coming off the field. That is just a wasted opportunity. Completely wasted. I don't know how you have a situation like that and it's that bad. Waste the opportunity to get points on Man City. Waste the opportunity to actually go up a full game over Newcastle. Kind of separate ourselves. I mean, we're simply not going to do much if we're not scoring goals. Brendan Johnson isn't eligible for this, so we're going to have to pull in Julio will be back with this, so Salvatore is going to have to come back on the bench. We'll flip this around like this. Canalita should be ready to play, so we'll play it like this. All right, we'll be back for this game against Arsenal. I'm going to mess with the training a little bit because this is a little bit too hard of a training session, I think. Like overall, and then like say defensive shape, and then rest, recovery. So we get a little bit more. So I'm going to make a cut here. We'll be back with this Arsenal game. This one is the cup game. The one after that is the league game. We want to see what we can do with the cup. That is the paramount thing. If we actually are able, I mean, a winner has to be decided this game, and we're going to see it through. All right, so here's our lineup for the FA Cup against Arsenal. So we're coming out with Canalita and playing that box to box, and then Cucurella is back off having the flu. But other than that, it's pretty much our starters. Rafael Leao is not coming out of this game. For them, going with the same formation, a 4-3-3. Was that Marco Hernandez? Been playing pretty good for him. Gatra Fofana on one side. Calais Mago. He's been good. Kulishevsky. One thing that is big on here, dude. I thought they did have one other big time player. Am I missing something here? Or is he just not playing today? Look at this. Martinelli's not playing. I do not see Martinelli out there. I'm not blind, right? Martinelli is not in that. Martinelli isn't on the bench either. Okay. This is interesting. But do not have Martinelli out there. Is there a possible rift with the coach? I don't know. Yeah, let's encourage the boys. We're in our blues. They're in their red and whites. Take it nice and easy. We are playing cautious here, so just nice and easy. Kelly is gonna just take a long kick up to Rafael Leao, and I like that. It's just all about trying to beat Gavin Bazunu, though. Arda going in the middle. Okay, that's a good win. Almero back to Coley. All the way back to Gavin Bazunu. So it allows our formation to reset. Delay. Datro. Well, it eventually gets to Datro out wide. Good cross in, and Magno is going to put that over the net. Big kick by Bazunu. Thiago is going to head it to Arda. There's one to Canalita to Ender. Over to Leao, out wide to Aldo Rodriguez. Gonna play it up. Leao is gonna take a shot, and he is offsides, maybe by a half a step, but still offsides nonetheless. Arda free kick going back post, and Selkirk puts it over the net. I would love to go up 1-0 early in this game. Gonna be a lot of moments likely in this one as Ender is able to get to that. It's headed back by Akuli, I think, to Bazunu. Smart play. Going out wide to Akuli. Lashevsky. Magno. Going to do a field switch to Datro, and that's going to be intercepted, but we're not going to get the ball off the bounce. Okay. Cepeda takes it from Tomasayu. Ender trying to do something with that ball, and it's just not there. And Magno has a break. We do get a defender there. I think that's Thiago, is it not? It is Thiago. That long ball is not going to go anywhere. Good bit of play, though. I'm kind of worried against the set piece kicks. That's going to be in the middle. Canalita is not going to try to control that. He just wants to get it out. We want to reset. Castro looking. Gonna put it back. Clearly, it's just got to hit that out of bounds. If it resets it, that's fine, but this ball here, when it gets trapped out here and we have the touch, this, just kick it out of bounds. Playing it back is going to kill us. And now we're going to have to go in the attack. Switched it to positive. We had no other choice. Up to Cepeda. Soleil. Moving it around. We're probably going to get eaten alive at this point. Okay, Arda. Up to Leao. And Arda's going to put it in. Leao over to Arda. Okay, I feel better. That's all off a loss of possession by Fofana. Corlia actually comes through and gets us that one. I like the bit of play. Maybe we play positive. It might bite us, but I don't think this is going to be a low-scoring game at this point. Like I said, Magno should have had a goal there. At 35% possession, we just have to play. So Kennelly just going to come out at the half in the first place. And we're going to put in McAllister. That's okay. That's off the wall. Now I just need you to maintain possession here while we reset. There we go. They throw in for Arsenal. That's for Fofana over to Romana. Get a little bit of pressure here. Koshevsky up to Magno. Someone needs to get that ball. Kulaszewski had a good header there, and it's right at Henderson now. There is that. I don't know why Canalita is having so many fitness issues. It's only a broken lower arm. It's not like he's a keeper. You can run around with a broken arm. My guess is probably a hidden stat wise that decreases the rate of how conditioning can increase. Good win by Okel, even though it doesn't do much. Okay, Carlos Alberto. Canalita, not the, oh my god, not the greatest pass. I need that a little bit better, Canalita. There we go, Cepeda. There we go. Good ball out to Ender. Ender takes the shot and Palmero actually blocks it. Not a bad thought. Okay, so we're going to come over and Canalita is definitely going to come out. We're going to put in McAllister. We're going to go to the dressing room. I'm happy with everyone's performance, actually. I can't tell Canalita what's going on. The man's tired. He can't continue playing. It's just not going to happen. So, let's come out. Let's encourage the boys. We're playing a good brand of football right now. Very close, tight-knit brand against Arsenal, but I think Arsenal's hit the post once or twice. Okay, there's McAllister. Playing that box to box. Which I'm fine with because he's going to get to the top of the box. Okay, here it is. Set piece by Arda. Okul hits the bar again. I think he skimmed the bar in an earlier one just like that. Okay, if we go into extra time, what do we end up doing here? I mean, I need... Once we click over to the next situation. Okay. Cepeda's going to come out. He's not playing particularly well. Let's get Montanez in. From there, Okul isn't playing particularly well, so let's get him out and put in Gabia. I'm going to try to take this all the way to an overtime, it looks like. Oh, come on. We needed an actual service. Leao serviced it, and we did not do much with it. Come on, Aldo. I think we might take out Aldo. Okay, now what? Okay, we need to hope that Leao can come through for us. We're going full attacking. Come on. Giovanelli had that, but Bazunu makes a great save. There we go, Thiago. Oh my god, it's a good ball. Oh, Leao! You're onside there. You just need to put it in the back of the net. That's probably the best we're gonna get. I'm gonna demand more if we can. Bro, someone stop him. Why are we letting this man dribble all the way through our formation? Yep, that's game there. We let this man dribble through our formation and then just run free. That is... I'm gonna be right. That was just bad. Let this man literally walk through our formation. Why aren't you putting pressure on these guys? What are we doing? It's definitely not playing football. I don't care if you come up with cards, just tackle someone. That's the smartest play anyone's done in the last 10 minutes, is to head it back to Henderson there. We just cannot get this darn ball past Dan Bazunu. I ran out of breath there. And there it is. We lost this game to Arsenal in the last 20 minutes. I'm disappointed. We had the chances to win. We didn't do everything we meant to do, and that was just score the ball. We just could do it. So that is an FA Cup defeat. It means we're out of both cups. So the only way to win in anything in the league is to win here. We play Arsenal again, which, well, this is going to hurt my soul. It's a 2-day turnaround. Actually, it changed. That Arsenal game is here. We get some time to recuperate. We're going to play Middlesbrough. So we're going to be back next episode with Newcastle. So out of the last 4 games, I'm going to play these 6 games. And then we will see where we're at when we go in the last 4 games or so. Or whenever the tick over for the competition is typically the last 4 games. If there is a 5th game here, it's somewhere in this vicinity. We'll have it. So kind of see what we have there. Yeah, I mean, we have an, I don't want to say an easy stretch, but Middlesbrough and Fulham, at least we can get back on the horse before we hit Arsenal and Man City. Those ones are going to be difficult. We played Wolves, we beat them 2-1, so maybe. Leicester City, we played Leicester City back here. We beat them 2-0 in the first game. Newcastle, we played them back. First part, we beat Newcastle 2-1. We've beaten United back here 1-0. Aston Villa and Everton, I think, let's see, Aston Villa, we lost to them 3-1. I think this was actually somewhat of a rotated side. I think, possibly. I don't know. I think we had some issues with fitness with the international day. It wasn't great. And then we had Everton where we won 2-1. So when we're going through, the only teams we haven't beaten this year, because I don't think we beat Arsenal the first time, right? No, it was a tie there. So we have not beaten Arsenal. We haven't beaten Arsenal or Man City, but we've beaten all the other teams. So if that kind of holds true, we'll be up in this top portion. But the biggest thing is it's only 6 points between us and Liverpool. So that's 2 games. There's your 2 games right here. If Liverpool wins out, there's your 2 games. But it also means we play Newcastle, we play United, we play Aston Villa. I mean, there's 3. Aston Villa? I don't think it's Aston Villa. So there's 3 teams that are in the top 7 right there, and we can just stay up. We can actually counter anything that we've had. Plus, we have a game in hand against most teams up here in the first place. So with that game in hand, we can move up to 61. And so the reality is, if we win that game in hand, it's not 6 points. It's really 9 points. So we have a little gap, a little bit, not much, but we have a slight gap. It's not the end of the world if we're down here in 5th to 7th, because we've never had European football. But I mean, I'd like to change the Champions League spots because I think we can attract a couple of more players with that. So that's going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This was it was interesting to say the least, but Arsenal is a tough nut to crack, and I'm glad we don't have a quick turnaround with Arsenal, because it probably would not have bode pretty well for us. But I'm glad that one's suspended, the game suspended, but postponed. That means we'll have 9 days to get healthy in this one. So that means in 9 days, that getting healthy, we'll see. Well, Caputo is still 5 weeks, 2 months. But that just means that we will have Canalita pretty much close to being out. It says 2 to 4 weeks. So he'll be halfway done here. He'll be at full fitness. And so I think we'll have everyone pretty much up. They have a break. They can sit back and relax, and we can get some training done. So thanks for hanging out. We'll leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.